random variables, in which we have seen that generation from a specific probability mass function, generation of a discrete random variables from geometric distribution, from binomial distribution, and from Poisson distribution using the inverse transformation methods. Now, we will also try to generate the random numbers based on the some properties of a distributions. So first let me try to generate a Bernoulli random variables. If I wish to generate a random numbers from a Bernoulli distribution, what is the spelling of Bernoulli? Anyone?
Bernoulli आएगा आई आएगा
है
आई आएगा सर लास्ट में
क्या आएगा?
आई आएगा एल एल आई
Bernoulli distribution. Suppose if you wish to generate a random numbers from a Bernoulli distribution, what is the procedure? It is a simple procedure that algorithm for generating Bernoulli having the sum probability p. Okay. The first step is that you will generate uniform random numbers u from 0 1. Second, you try to see that if the generated random numbers is less than or equal to p, then return x equal to 1, otherwise return x equal to 0. It's very simple to generate a random numbers from a Bernoulli distribution. You have to generate a uniform random numbers, and then you have to compare that uniform random numbers with the probability of success p, and if the u is less than or equal to p, we say that x equal to 1. We call that x equal to 1 as a success, and if it is greater than p, then we say that x equal to 0. So that is, we have generated the Bernoulli random variables. Now if I wish to generate a binomial random numbers from a Bernoulli, so we know that if x1, x2, xn are IID Bernoulli with P, then x equal to summation xi is binomial with n and p. So this is the, we have used the property of binomial distribution. And whenever you use the properties and try to generate the random numbers, so such method of generation based on property is called ad hoc method. So whenever you use these some properties of distribution and try to generate a random variables by using the properties of given properties of a specific distribution, and then whatever the random numbers you have generated and whatever the methods you have applied is called the ad hoc method. So here we apply the properties of a binomial distribution. If x1, x2, xn are IID Bernoulli trials, that means they are independently identically Bernoulli with probability of success p, then the sum of the Bernoulli trials is called the binomial trials. So this is a generation of a random numbers from binomial. So what are the algorithm? Generation of random numbers from binomial NP. The first step, generate x1, x2, xn IID Bernoulli with P. So how to generate the Bernoulli? So we have to use the earlier algorithm. We have to generate the first random numbers u1. If u1 is less than p, x1 takes value 1, otherwise x1 takes value 0. Similarly, you have to generate another random number from uniform. Then if u is less than p, x2 takes value 1, otherwise 0. So likewise, you have to generate n Bernoulli random variable. And the second property is that after generating that, you have to return x equal to summation I running from 1 to n xi. Then you have a one binomial random number is generated. Okay, so this will generate only one binomial random variable with n and p. And suppose if you wish to generate such m, then you have to repeat this step 1 and 2 m time. Okay, so we will see the one example. Generate m equal to 20 binomial 20 random variable from binomial n is equal to 10, p is equal to 0.2. So you have to generate the 20 binomial random numbers where n equal to 10 and p equal to 0.2. So that means you have to repeat the step 1 and 2 how many times? 20 times. And here how many such Bernoulli you have to generate? You have to generate 10 Bernoulli. And then every time you have to make the sum, it will generate the 20 binomial random numbers with parameters 10 and 0.2. Is that clear?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
so this is a binomial generator from, this is a binomial NP via Bernoulli. Now, another approach is that we wish to generate binomial random variable from or random number from geometric distribution. So that we have seen how to generate a random numbers from geometric distribution with P. The probability is P. So we will directly write the algorithm. algorithm is that binomial NP generator via the geometric method. Okay. So the first step is that you have to set s equal to 0. Sorry, x equal to 0. So initially the x takes value 0. So we obtained in a geometric generator, we have used the integer ln u upon ln q plus 1. So here ln q is nothing but I am writing it is a ln c. Sorry, it is a c, and that is ln is a q is equal to 1 minus p. And then whatever the random numbers you are generating, you are saying that it is a ln u upon ln q. q की जगह पे यहाँ पे हमने क्या लिखा है c. In that set we write the integer part and then we add the plus, but here there is no need, still it can work, where u is uniform 0 1. So it will generate the geometric random variable. S is nothing but it is a geometric random variables. If we take the integer part, okay, then it is actually geometric, but here we are using this S for a condition purpose, so I am not taking the integer part. The first step is this. Second, because I wish to generate a random numbers from a binomial NP, so I apply the condition, the loop will be continue while S is less than n plus 1, or you can say S is less than or equal to n, both are the same. Then generate. If this is the case, you have to generate another uniform random numbers and set x equal to, if this is the case, you can have to have a one increment in the x and the new s will be s plus ln u upon c, ln u plus c. And third is, if this is the case, you have to return x. Okay, so what is your first step? First step is that you take x equal to 0, c is equal to ln 1 minus p, s equal to ln u upon c, where u is uniform random numbers. And if s is less than n plus 1, then you will generate another random numbers and then make the increment in x equal to x plus 1, and new s will be s plus earlier s1 will, then again you will add the another quantity because u is different, and then you have to repeat this procedure. So whatever the results you are getting, it is called the binomial NP. But if you wish to generate the 20 random numbers, then you have to repeat this step 1 to 3. How many times? 20 times. So this is a generation of a random numbers from a binomial distribution, or it is said to be binomial NP generator via geometric distribution. So here we have seen three methods. One is the Bernoulli generator. Second, we have used the binomial generator via Bernoulli. Third, we have seen that binomial generator via geometric distribution. Any questions up to this?
No, sir.
So that we will write the program for each. Yesterday I have given the program for writing the algorithm for the Bernoulli and binomial and Poisson distribution. So these are the algorithms. We will to write the program, but you have to try how to write the program. Okay. Now we will see one more method. It is called the acceptance rejection methods for generation of a discrete random variable. So next method is acceptance rejection method. Acceptance rejection method for discrete random variable. So we have seen that in the continuous random variables, we have some density fx from which we wish to generate a random variable. Okay, so that is directly not possible because of inverse transformation of capital Fx is not possible. So we try to generate a random variable y from the density gx, and we calculate the value of c. So c is nothing but it is a maximum of fx upon gx at given value of x, and we try to generate a random number u from uniform, and if u is less than fx upon cgx, further we will generate a random numbers y from gy, okay, instead of x. Then if this is the case, we say that the generated random variable is y. Otherwise, we have to repeat the procedure. So the same approach we will apply for a discrete. Instead of fx and cgx, we have a some other notation. So suppose we have an efficient method for simulating a random variable having probability mass function qj. In continuous random variable, we have say gx. If we know that the how to generate a random variable from a gx, so here we say that if we have some efficient method for simulating random variables having probability mass function qj, j greater than or equal to 0, we can use this as basis for simulating from the distribution having simulating from the distribution having probability mass function pj. So ultimately our aim is that we wish to generate a random numbers from the probability mass function pj, but we could not directly obtain using the inverse transformation method. So we try to first generate a random number from qj, because that is known to us, and use certain, and then we try to use the acceptance rejection criteria to generate a random number from Pj. So for simulating from the distribution having the probability mass function, by first simulating a random variable y, random variable y having PMS Qj, and then accepting this simulated value with probability proportional to Py upon Qy, because you are trying to see that u is less than or equal to Py upon Qy. Specifically, let C be a constant such that P j upon Qj is less than or equal to C for all j, such that Pj not equal to 0. Why I have written Pj upon Qj less than or equal to C? Because we know that acceptance rejection criteria u should be selected, so u is less than or equal to 1. But here we say that the u should be Pj upon C Qj, but u maximum range of u is 1, so therefore I can write Pj upon Qj is less than or equal to C. So you can take C outside, so that can be written. So you have to select the C in such a that Pj upon Qj less than or equal to C. So what is the best value of C? So you can find out the maximum of Pj upon Qj. It is giving the best value of C. That is, C is nothing but maximum of Pj upon Qj j greater than 0. So it should be a maximum of Pj upon Qj. Is that clear? So what we do, first we try to, our aim is that we wish to generate a random numbers, that is the discrete random numbers from the probability mass function Pj or the probability mass function Pay or Px, whatever you say. But we cannot directly use the inverse transformation methods. So we use the concept of a acceptance rejection method. But while performing the acceptance rejection method, what we required? We required a methods of simulation of a random numbers from some known probability mass function. So Qj is a such a probability mass function. From that you can easily generate a random variables. Then you have to find out the value of C. So C should be selected such that Pj upon Qj less than or equal to C. So what is the best value of C? C is nothing but maximum of Pj upon Qj. Pj upon Qj. And after doing that, what you do? First you will generate a random numbers, let us say y. from Qj. Then you calculate the value of C, calculate value of Pj upon CQj, and generate a random number U. If U is less than or equal to Pj upon CQj, then the generated random variable is Y. Then you have to set X equal to Y. Otherwise, you have to repeat the procedure till all random numbers are generated. So the same things can be represented in a graphically. So what is the first procedure? First, generate Y with some mass function Qj. So you have to start this. This is your first step. After that, you have to generate U. U is from uniform 0, 1. Then third step, you have to compare if U is less than equal to Py upon Cqy. If this is the case, then if yes, then set X equal to Y. If no, then again you have to generate a random numbers Y from Qj. So repeat this procedure, and this is called the figure of acceptance rejection method for generation of discrete random variable. Okay, so first you have to generate from the non Qj, that is Y. You have to generate one uniform random numbers. You should compare U less with Py upon Cqy. If this is the true, you have to set X equal to Y, otherwise you have to repeat the procedure. So why this? So because of this theorem or the proposition. The backend, the theorem is working. The random variable X obtained from the rejection method has probability density function probability mass function, not density, probability mass function, probability of X equal to I is equal to Pi. So because of this theorem, we can use that rejection methods, that it will generate a random numbers from the probability mass function Pi. So what is our aim? Our aim is that we wish to generate the random numbers from the Px, that is the Pi. So it is nothing but I can say that I can generate a random numbers y is equal to I if y is x, if some acceptance criteria is applied. So it is a conditional probability. So can I write y equal to I acceptance criteria divided by probability of acceptance. And if I am saying that k equal to probability of acceptance,
So probability of x
Then
is equals
the
to
above things
I.
I can write as probability of y equal to I and acceptance upon k, because I said that k is equal to probability of acceptance. But what is the acceptance criteria? When you say that x equal to y, you are saying that when u is less than or equal to pi upon c qi. But we know that y is independently generated, u is independently generated. So these are, you can write as a probability of y equal to I, and this is a probability of u less than equal to pi upon c qi, and this is upon k. Is that fine? Up to everyone is clear?
सर पीछे वाले स्लाइड में एक डाउट है ऊपर.
Yes or no?
हेलो.
Hello?
हाँ सर, इसके पहले वाले स्टेप, फर्स्ट स्टेप में एक बार एक छोटा सा कंफ्यूजन है.
ये वाला?
इसके पहले वाली स्लाइड में.
अच्छा, यहाँ पे
हाँ, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ x इज इक्वल्स टू i को y गिवन एक्सेप्टेंस क्यों
या
लिखा?
हमने क्या, हमारी रिजेक्शन मेथड्स में हम क्या जा रहे हैं? वी से दैट when you say that x equal to y, when you accept the certain criteria.
हाँ.
ठीक है, so that is how I have written this.
ओके.
तो x takes value I, तो हमने कहा x I है, वही क्या है, y है एक्चुअली, तो y takes value I when the certain criteria is accepted. So now it is a conditional, so I can write it as a joint divided by marginal. But what is acceptance criteria? If I say that if u less than equal to pi upon c qi, then you say that x equal to y. Okay.
ओके.
So this is the acceptance curve. But as I told you that the y is independently generated and u is also independently generated. So this joint become the independent. So it is the product of marginal. So I have written this. Now we know that this concept, when probability of u less than equal to x, if it is a uniform distribution, then what is the capital F? This is the capital Fx. And what is the CDF of x? CDF of क्या आएगा? तो as it is, जो भी है वही, so it is a x. Okay?
ओके.
यूनिफॉर्म डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में तो वही आता है ना.
हाँ.
So that is how we are writing. This is f of, actually f of u. F of u x equal to x. This is f of, okay. If we write fx is equal to 1, then fx is nothing but x. Okay, in a uniform distribution, because x is lies between 0 to 1. So that is how, what we can write. It is probability of y equal to I. It is, we call them as a qi, and this is nothing but pi upon cqi. This is x, so directly I can write in that way. So I can write it as a qi into pi upon c qi upon k. So this qi will be cancelled out. So you can have the pi upon ck. Okay.
यस सर.
So this is nothing but probability of x equal to I. But now if you take the summation over all, what will you get? I running from 1 to n, or anything. You take the summation over all, x takes value I. तो sum of all probability क्या होगा? What is that? It is a
1.
1. And what about this? This is also sum of the 1 by ck, and this is the summation pi is also a 1, sum over all probability. So what will you get? 1 is equal to 1 by
CK.
which implies
CK equals to
C
1.
equals to 1.
ck equal to 1. So if you substitute ck equal to 1, what will you get? Probability of x equal to I is itself is a pi, and that is what we wish to show. Okay, whatever the x we are generating, it is generating from the pi, and our basic aim is this. So we can say that x are generated from pi. Okay, so because of this result, we are saying that though we are first generating from qj, so x equal to, when we say y, when it satisfies the certain acceptance criteria. So that means whatever the x we are generated, they are actually generating from the pj. Okay, so let us understand one example. Suppose we wish to simulate random, simulate the value of random variable, simulate the value of random variable x that takes one of the values one, two, up to 10. So what happens? X takes any one of the value from 1 to 10 with respective probability. So 1 की probability क्या है? 0.11, 2 की 0.12, 3 की 0.9, 0.09, 4 की 0.08, 5 की 0.12, then 6 की 0.10, 7 की 0.09, 8 की 0.09, and 9 की 0.1 and 10 की 0.1. इन सब का सम करेंगे, it should be 1.
1.
Okay, so the x takes value 1 with the probability 0.1, 0.11. X takes value 2 with the point probability 0.12, and we wish to generate this value of x from this. So earlier, which method we have applied? If I wish to generate a random variables, which method we can apply?
Binomial with given probability P.
है?
कल जो किया था ना, approach of binomial generation with given probability P.
Yes. So you can use the inverse transformation methods. Okay, earlier one.
हाँ.
Now, instead of that, we can use the concept of acceptance rejection. Earlier, what happened in earlier example, we have just find out the cumulative probability, and then we said that if u is less than within the interval, between the interval of cumulative probability, then the specific random number is generated. That we have used the inverse transformation method. But here I wish to generate from acceptance rejection. So I wish to generate a random numbers from this. So I don't know directly the method to generate from this. So what I do, I know that how to generate a random numbers from the discrete uniform 1 by 10, if you know that. It takes value, the probability takes x I x equal to I is nothing but the 1 by 10, where I running from 1 to 10. So that is the known form to us. So we can say that we can generate random number using inverse transformation method, but good approach is rejection method. So first generate random variable y from probability mass function q, that is q, where q being discrete uniform random discrete uniform distribution. That is qj is equal to 1 by 10, j equal to 1 to 10. So c is equal to maximum of pj upon cj, j takes value 1 to 10. 10. So what happened? How to find out this maximum? So these are the probabilities are given to you. You have to divide this every probability by the
1 by 10.
1 by 10.
10.
So you have to first is a 0.11 by 1 by 10, 0.12 by 1 by 10. Okay. Likewise, you have a last is a 0.10 by 1 by 10. So which is the maximum? Of course, the 0.12 is the maximum probability. You can see that it is here and it is here. So what is the maximum value is 1.2.
1.2.
So this is nothing but C is takes value
1.2.
1.2. So once you have the C, what are the steps? Step 1, that is the algorithm, generate a random number U from uniform 0, 1 and set y equal to, what is y? So y should be generated from a standard uniform, and yesterday we have seen the methods. If you remember, what is the form? Not standard, it is a discrete uniform. This is the form we have used. If I wish to generate random numbers from the uniform distribution, what is the form? X equal to integer of nu. That means n into u plus 1. So what is n in our setup? It is a 10.
10.
And u is a uniform random number. So we can have y equal to integer of 10 into u plus 1. Okay, यही था ना? It is a
हाँ.
10 into
U plus 1.
अच्छी तरह से लिखते हैं integer 10u plus 1. So you have to generate a uniform random numbers. We call them as let us say u1. Why u1? Because I wish to generate another random numbers u2. This u1 is only for the generation of a y. Okay. Step 2. Generate a second random numbers. Generate random numbers u2, that is uniform from uniform 0 1. Okay. Step 3. If acceptance criteria, if u2 is less than or equal to py
PJ upon CQJ.
और py और py, क्योंकि हमने यहाँ पे y लिया है तो we call them as a y.
PY.
तो वहां पे हम py upon क्या
CQY.
है?
CQY.
CQY.
And what is the CQY? QY क्या है? 1/10 है. C कितना
Yes,
है?
sir.
1 point.
0.2.
2.
तो वो क्या हुआ? CY is a
0.12.
it is a point 12 again. Okay, because QI is 1/10 and C is a 1.2. So 1.2/10 it is a 0.12.
0.12.
Okay, if this is the case, set x equal to y and stop. Otherwise, return to step 1. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So how many number of steps is required for the successful generation of a random variable? So average number of step is a C, and C is nothing but the 0.12. So here what is py? Py is nothing but it is a probabilities. तो आपको u को कितने साथ चेक करना पड़ेगा? u2 को u2 को सब प्रोबेबिलिटी के साथ चेक करना पड़ेगा ना,
Yes, sir.
कि नहीं? You have to check with the every probabilities. 0.12 है उस टाइम पे क्या है, 0.11 है तब क्या है, ठीक है, 0.09 है तब क्या है. So 0.09 divided by 0.12, whatever the value you are getting, you are trying to compare with that. और किस में आपको मिलता है less than, then we say that random number is generated. तो यहाँ पे दूसरा कोई मुझे बता सकता है क्या हो सकता है? u2 किससे छोटा रहेगा? py अपॉन CQy. लेकिन py अगर हम लेते हैं, py की मैक्सिमम वैल्यू क्या है?
0.12.
है
0.12.
0.12.
0.12, sir.
0.12. तो 0.12 by 0.12, तो इसका मतलब तो ये सीधा ही हुआ ना. Why should I unnecessarily checking with all py?
Hmm.
Directly I can write that क्योंकि मुझे तो क्या है, if u2 is less than this, then x equal to y. It means that whatever uniform random number is generated which is less than or equal to 1, then say I can set x equal to y. तो वो तो हमेशा होगा. तो
हाँ.
इसका अर्थ ये हुआ कि आगे जो मैंने y जनरेट किया है, एक्चुअली इट इज गिविंग माय रिजल्ट.
Hmm.
लॉजिकली तो ये होगा ना. व्हाट इज पी वाई? तो आपको पी वाई कौन सा लेना है? हर एक नहीं. आपने जो y की वैल्यू मिलेगी, सपोज इंटीजर आपको 2 मिला y, ठीक है, इंटीजर प्लस 10u1 प्लस 1, उसकी वैल्यू y इक्वल टू 2 आया, तो इसका मतलब विच प्रोबेबिलिटी आर यू गोइंग टू टेक?
Second.
0.12. अगर y की वैल्यू आपको 3 मिली तो विच प्रोबेबिलिटी यू आर गोइंग टू टेक? दिस. इट इज
0.09.
नॉट द ऑल प्रोबेबिलिटीज, यू हैव टू टेक द इंडिविजुअल प्रोबेबिलिटी when y takes value out of 1 to 10, and then you have to check whether the u is less than equal to that quantity or not. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any questions so far?
No, sir.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
py क्या है? y, whatever y you are generating here, suppose y is 3, तो इसका मतलब what is the probability of y? तो जब y 3 लेगा तब आपको probability क्या है? So that probability is here, it is a 0.09, so that you have to take here 0.09 divided by 0.12, that is 9 by 12, and if the u2 is less than 9 by 12, then we say that the x equal to y, तो x become the 3, y यहाँ पे 3 है. तो अदरवाइज हमें क्या करना है? अगेन वी हैव टू जनरेट ए यूनिफॉर्म रैंडम नंबर u1, again calculate y, to repeat this procedure. So this is not the all probability, it is the probability at y. Okay, any questions, anyone? Anyone? No?
No, sir.
So should I write one or two program?
Sure, sir.
Let me first write the program for generation of a random variables from Bernoulli distribution. Then we will use the concept of binomial distribution. Okay, तो डिस्क्रिप्ट में लिखते हैं. Generation of random numbers from Bernoulli distribution. With probability t equal to 0.2. So what is the algorithm? The algorithm is saying that you generate the uniform random numbers and you compare u with p, and if it is the case, then return x, otherwise return 0. Okay, so let us write what I wish to generate the, let us say, generate problem. Example, generate 10 random numbers from Bernoulli point 2. I wish to generate the 10 random numbers from Bernoulli. So I said the letter say x is a vector of numeric, then n equal to, here I'm saying m equal to 10. So generate 10 random numbers, m equal to. Then I have to use the while I takes value 1, I less than equal to n. What we do? We generate the u. I have to also supply the value of p. So p is equal to 0.2. If u is less than or equal to p, then x of I less than sorry, not less than, it is a 1. Otherwise
0.
0. ठीक है. क्यों ना बोल रहा है? Then I equal to I plus 1. What is the problem?
सर कैपिटल एक्स रहेगा, आपने शायद ऊपर स्मॉल एक्स कैपिटल एक्स हुआ है मे बी.
वो तो स्मॉल ही है ना, स्मॉल एक्स लिखा है. U less than p, yes. Then x of I equal to 1.
If else आएगा ना सर.
Else आएगा, yes. Then you can print x. Let us say क्या हो रहा है. Okay, it has generated this random numbers. So this is a Bernoulli random numbers. If you generated random numbers, every time it is drawing a one random numbers, and if u is less than or equal to p, then it will assign as a 1, otherwise it is assigned as a 0. And you can see that how many times the 1 is repeated. So you can also calculate p cap equal to sum of x divided by m. And what is p cap?
0.2.
So that we can verify whether the data is generated from a appropriate distribution or not. Okay, any questions up to this?
नो सर.
सर एक बार कोड्स दिखा दी ना शुरुआत से.
What is our aim? Our aim is that we wish to generate a random number from a Bernoulli distribution with probability p. So what is the criteria? We know that we first generate a uniform random numbers, and if uniform random number less than p, we assign 1, otherwise we will take the 0. Now हमें कहाँ असाइन करना है? x के अंदर. तो मैं क्या किया? x is a vector of numeric. So I can apply with the position. I takes value 1, x1 is either 1 or 0. I takes 2, x2 is either 1 or 0 based on this condition. So I supply the p because I wish to generate with the Bernoulli point 2. How many number I wish to generate? I wish to generate the 10 random numbers. So I have used the while loop. You can also use the for loop. There is no issue. So I have begin with the while loop I equal to 1. If while is less than 1 is less than m 10, yes, then you will enter into this particular loop. You will generate one uniform random numbers. If else, if u is less than or equal to p, if yes, then the x1 will be 1, otherwise x1 will be 0. Then you will give the one increment, I become 2. 2 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, another uniform random number is generated. Again, it will check whether the u is less than or equal to zero point 0.2. If yes, then x2 takes value 1, otherwise 0. So likewise, it will repeat, I become the m. As soon as I become m plus 1 is less than or equal to m, no. You will exit from the loop and then you can print. So whatever the x you have stored, that is in the position, it is a vector. So that is how it is giving the output. And then I can verify. So we know that the sum of x divided by n, it is nothing but giving the proportion. So sum of x is, there are 10 observations, there's sum I have calculated, and divided by the m is 10. So it is giving the proportion. So here it was a 2 by 10, so it is a p cap is was showing the 0.2. It is not necessary that every time you can get the 0.2. It depends. See, here it is only one is generated. And that is our, when we perform the Bernoulli trials, what we do? We take the large number of trials. So it is giving the near to the result. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So if I wish to generate the binomial I point 2, okay, generate n random numbers. So we use this property. First we will generate the IID Bernoulli. How many? So we generate the n equal to 5. So we will generate the 5 Bernoulli, and then there the sum, it is giving the one binomial. So how many times I am repeating this procedure? 10 times.
10 times.
So I will just directly use the code which I have written. What I do, p equal to 10, m equal to, I wish to generate the 10. Okay. So what I do, I will write the for I in 1 to m. I wish to generate the 10 random numbers, and so first I am saying that here I am declaring another variables, xs is a vector of numeric, because x containing the Bernoulli, then I will make the sum, and that sum will be stored into the xs. I equal to 1, I less than equal to, here n is equal to I, because I wish to generate the Bernoulli trials. While I less than equal to n, I will generate uniform, and then I will store into xi. This is okay. Then what I do, I will assign the xs. So here I can use j instead of I. There should not be any confusion. Xj equal to sum of x. Then I can write xs. what I did, j equal to 1, so I am trying to generate the first binomial random variable. So I will enter into the for loop. So first I will generate the Bernoulli random variable. How many times? 5 times. And then I will make the sum of this x and then store into the xs1. So that is my first binomial random number. So how many times I am repeating? It is repeating 10 times. So it is storing in this. Let us try to see. So you can see that the all xs value is lies between 0 to 5. Okay. And how many random numbers are generated? 10 random numbers. And what is the mean of binomial? Mean. What is the average?
NP.
NP. So it is simply a mean of x's. What is the variance? X's. Okay. So, and what is p cap? P cap equal to x bar mean by how many observation? M. It is a 0.16. हमने कितना लिया था 0.2. ठीक है, क्योंकि मीन एक्स बार इक्वल टू क्या है? एनपी. ठीक है, एमपी. तो पी कैप क्या होगा? एक्स बार अपॉन पी. इज दैट क्लियर?
Clear, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, it's very simple things. You have to just try to connect the things, which loop you have to write, under which loop you have to write which loop, likewise. Okay, if no questions, then stop the presentation.